Hello and welcome to another Magic Arena video. This is Magic Sven, and I really wanted to make this video to help anyone looking for a good deck to play in the Historic Qualifier and Qualifier play-ins that are happening this month. I've used this deck to reach Mythic for the last 3 months, and I think it's a really fantastic metagame call right now. We're looking at Dimir Frog. This is sort of a copy of the Murktide decks that have been around Modern for a long time. Of course, we don't have Murktide, but Psychic Frog is really the card that makes this deck tick. Psychic Frog is a 2-mana 1/2. When it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card, discard a card, put a counter on this creature, exile 3 cards from your graveyard. This creature gains flying until end of turn. So Frog is great on its own, but with Unearth, it often lets us put out an early Abhorrent Oculus. So this is a 3-mana 5/5. As an additional cost to cast a spell, exile 6 cards from your graveyard. It has flying, and at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, manifest dread. So just a huge flying threat that just constantly makes bodies. The other threat here is Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel, which is a flash flyer which loots when it hits. It has its limits, but I found it to be an effective third banana behind the Frog and the Oculus. Then the rest of the deck is really just card draw and disruption to stop your opponent from enacting their game plan and get your tempo thing going. I really wanted to point out the Grave expectations, which is really important against the strong Woodlands combo decks that are floating around. It's a 1-mana instant. Choose one, either heist target opponent's library or exile up to 3 target cards from your opponent's graveyards. You gain 3 life. So it has some utility against burn, and if they're not a graveyard deck, you can easily just heist them and steal something from them. I did put together a sideboard for anyone looking to play a best of 3, but it is untested. The only card I'm really sure about is the Consign to Memories, which I think are very important for beating the Eldrazi decks. But that's the deck. Let's take it onto the ladder and see if Dimir Frog can make a splash. Alright, pretty much any hand with 2 lands and a frog is a good one, so we're going to keep this one. Kind of hope to just draw an Oculus so we can do the combo. I could lead on Gloomlake Verge. Oh, actually, I don't have a black source, so that kind of sucks. Alright, we'll just play the Gloomlake Verge here. Hopefully we'll draw something to give us black mana. Esper Sentinel is unfortunate. That is one of the better cards you can play against this deck. We're playing so many non-lands. I shocked that in just in case they want to attack. I'm happy to block it. Old surprise Cobra here. Looks like they're going to remove it. Block. We're going to do a post blocks, which is kind of odd. I want to cycle my Unearth. I think I do. I need to hit that land drop. Did not. Good old Lightning Helix. So this is probably energy. I don't think the Auras deck play Helix. Straight up Mountain and Plains from the opponent. Another Plains. Guide of Souls is pretty good. Any land, any black land is pretty good, just so we can play Frog and keep up Spell Pierce. Yeah, had I noticed I've got 2 blue lands, I definitely would have mulliganed this. There we go. Alright, we're in the money. Let's play a Psychic Frog. If they just want to use the Bolt, I will just discard cards. Helix. Yeah, I will discard cards. Grave Expectations. It's kind of like a Force of Will, but also like pumps your creature. Unearth, I guess. Another basic land. Right, unfortunately, I cannot stop this one. And Bombardment. Do I want to counter Bombardment? No, I don't think so. And again, just kind of want to draw land. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierces are looking pretty bad. Like, even though I didn't counter Bombardment, like, giving them a card doesn't really feel worth it. I'd, like, rather have the counters on my Frog. Their draw's kind of bad. Yeah, I don't really like Lightning Helix in these decks. Alright. I don't think we're just going to be attacking. We are. Okay. Sure. So I could take the Sentinel out. Then my push becomes a lot better. Or I could take out the Guide of Souls, which is like what's really gonna hose me. I guess I'll go for the Sentinel here. That's the same thing as just letting it happen. And they want to discharge. They can do 3. If I push the Guide of Souls, I don't think I want to. Discard both the Pierces here. Make them use all their energy. Are they going to throw the Guide of Souls at my Frog now? I think I'm just going to let this happen now. Pay the 2. I get a Frog soon. The push is pretty nice. Yeah, you only have to pay 2. They did pay all 3. But now I just get my Frog back. Yeah, once you pick the amount of energy you want to use, it... So this is just going to come back, right? They must have another static prism. But if they did, wouldn't they have just used it? Looks like no plays. Froggy goes a Corden. What do we got? Another discharge. Sure. I'll discard the opt. Kind of strange how the opponent is playing with these discharges. Okay, that was a little annoying. Alright, so we've got another land. It's gonna be a while before Frog comes back. A Johnny. Alright. Hopefully they just try to go for the combo here. Come on. Bombard me with your cats. Do it. It does so much damage. Alright, perfect. They did it. Got the push for that, my friend. Johnny down. Would help if I stopped drawing lands. Gonna play the Vista. Alright, consider. Hopefully this draws me an Oculus. No more lands, please. What did I just say? This is an obscene amount of lands. They found the Ajani. That really stinks. This time they did not use the fling. They're going to use this time to do this Ajani stuff. I don't know why this would be better than just doing it at your turn. Sink into Stupor. It's kind of too late. Another land. Alright. Frog might be coming back next turn. I probably shouldn't have played that land. There's really no point. Let's cast Consider. Grave Expectations. I want to see their graveyard. So this does it to Planeswalkers, so... But even if I get it, it's not good enough. I could get... What's the best draw? I can't think of anything good. Stern Scolding stinks. Alright. Should get our Frog back now. But unfortunately, Johnny's probably just going to finish it. They're going to do 2. I will discard a card. Daisy, you're okay. My dog is sounding very sad. We will discard a card. And we'll do it again. Now I've got a 4/4 Frog. Let's see what they've got. Pretty much any spell, like, is good from them. A creature they can bombard me with. They just have nothing. Take out your Johnny. Oh, Oculus. Now we're, like, huge favorites. Grave Expectations. Still don't think I want that. Pierce is not very good. Alright, land. There we go. Doesn't matter too much what we unearth at this point. Second Oculus. Do we have any... We have one more basic in the deck. Okay, that's pretty good. To get the Ranger, or the Guide. And I think they're done. I'm gonna flip my Oculus. Would have been an interesting play to shoot the face down card now. Probably not correct, though. How are we feeling? Do we want to shoot something? Should still be in really good shape here. This was a good draw, but they're going to need probably another Ajani off the top. Hopefully we can draw cards that do things. Push would be good. Stern Scolding would be good. I don't know if my opponent just, like, now understands that there's another Oculus down there and is all roping me. What do we got? Looks like they are playing 0 non-basic lands, which I respect. Okay, they waited for 1 timer. Another Oculus remains great. We've got so many cards in the graveyard. So let's exile 3. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Would we like this to resolve? What do we think? I think opponent is roping me really badly. What's going on? We had a good game going here. They must have a land in their hand. It feels like there's nothing else they could have. I mean, maybe they're salty about that, but I also had like a really bad land go for a while there. There's 1 timeout. Let's go to combat. Attack with everything. I'm going to discard this Pierce. It's not doing anything. Pow, pow, power wheels. Darkslick Shores, pretty bad. Get the Pierce. Pierce land. Oh, right, other stuff. Consider. Should probably take the counter spells first. Pass turn. Snare. Drown. Push. There's all my action. Nice, we got them. We started off with a bad keep, but you know, this deck is tuned to beat these low to the ground energy decks, so that's exactly what it did. Very nice, let's go. Pretty great hand here. We got the frogs, and we actually have the lands to cast it. Snare's great, push is great. No companion, which could mean we're gonna see a graveyard deck. In which case I'd love my grave expectations, but you can only do so much. Or maybe we're just Monastery Swiftspear, I guess. I'm just gonna push this. Don't need to be cute with it. Let's play a Psychic Frog. Pass turn. Pierce should be okay. If they're playing Swiftspear. Pyromancer, sure. They donk me for 2. We'll play the passage. Let's go to attacks. Wouldn't be surprised if they blocked, but they don't. Play Frog. Pass the turn. And you can really see the power of Frog here. Like, it's shutting down everything and drawing me extra cards a turn. I'll snare that. It's just too efficient. Soulscar Mage, sure. Can't really attack. I think I just hit with 1. Let the frog keep playing defense. Alright, now we want an Oculus. I'll opt now. Second opt. Nah. Well, I don't know. Maybe that would have been okay. I think I'm going to play 1 more land, and then I will stop playing lands. If they try to burn my frog, I'm going to... Oh, they're just going to target me. Sure. Light up the stage. Happy to pierce this. This is like one of the ways they can actually stop me or like get some sort of card advantage over me. And we've got a skewer. Gonna push here. And it's gonna do 3, so let's discard both our cards. And we'll take the 2. But we've left them with nothing, and we've got 2 active frogs. We have Sink into Stupor, which is great. Draw Oculus. Yeah, I think Oculus just comes down and we just win this game. Keep a push in the yard. Flip an Oculus, alright. Like, they could play Bone Crusher Giant, I guess. If they want to attack into my Oculus and then burn spell it, I'm happy to do that. That's like totally a good trade for me. I've already flipped an Oculus and I can just turn it up. But yeah, pretty nice win over a burn deck. Yeah, we got lands, we got spells, we got a threat. I'm gonna keep it. Forest, Llanowar Elves. Hoping this is actual elf or green deck and not actual elves. Both are like pretty bad matchups, but actual elves is like a pretty big problem. Festering Gulch. It's a desert, interesting. Oh, Hardened Scales. Oh, that's fun. I can't do anything about that, so I'm just gonna consider. Ship a land. Draw another land. Take one. Shoot the Sheriff's pretty good. Uh, 152 cards special. Let's see. Create a monk. Put a counter on creatures. Interesting. I just want to get my Malcolm down, I think. Start popping off here. Alright, that was a great draw, actually. So we'll do our drawing. We hit a frog, which is great. I think Grave Expectation is going to be pretty bad here. Up to 2 target creatures. So I think we just want to kill both the Mana Dorks right now. Goodbye, Human Monk. And goodbye. Oh, right, that was the token. Goodbye, Llanowar Elves. So I should have done that in reverse order if I wanted to use the Drown. I think I did. No targets for defending the temple. Go down with the West Tree, sure. Does have a reach. I think we'll just play Frog. Pass the turn. This turns into a thing. 2/2 flyer. Hardened Scales. Yeah, can't really do anything about it. Come at me? No, too smart. Fair enough. Second Malcolm is real bad. Unearth is okay. They only have 1 card in the graveyard. I'll attack with the Frog. Just let it happen, I suppose. Second Frog. I think I just want to keep my sync up. Cast a creature spell. Oh, this is a great Spell Snare target. They can attack with Kodama if they want. They don't want. I could kill this. If I want to. I'm pretty sure I don't care about this. I think yeah, I can't destroy this. It costs 3. Okay. My go. Indeed. Let's attack with the Psychic Frog. I think we've heard enough from this player. They're gonna double block. I'm just gonna like discard my hand. 1, 2, 3. And I guess extra Frog. Now I feel like I can't lose. Like I'll be able to counter everything they do. Up the beanstalk. Let's put that back in your hand. Yep, and they're done. It was in fact our go, and go we did. We did. It's a good hand. Little slow. Could use a Oculus to, you know, get our little Unearth combo going. Commercial District from this player. I'm guessing their graveyard. Yeah. The Haywire Might pretty much confirms that. They're going to loot. We're going to look hard, cast all our considers and ops, try and find that Grave Expectations. So sack, island, consider. Don't need lands. Undercity. I think I'll just play the Vista. I want to cast both of these things. Possibly Spell Pierce something. Let's see, we've got sorcery, creature, enchantment, artifact. So they already have Delirium. I still think I'm going to pierce this. Oh, and they're actually bogged on lands. I think I must have missed that, because they went first. Snare. Snare is okay, but I just want my Grave Expectations. Pierce is okay, too. So I'm going to play Frog. So it'll help us get through the deck, too. They did find the Woodland. Pierce that. Just want to, like, keep them a little land screwed. Attack with Frog. I'm going to discard one of these Unearths. Found second Frog. Snare is okay. Again, just really want the graveyard hate. Psychic Frog, pass the turn. They did find the mountain. And I will counter this. So if they get that one off, that's pretty darn good. Attack with all. Let's discard the Oculus. Blammo. Unearth. Unearth. Fatal Push. Not really what we want. Stern Scolding, also not what we want. So, I can try to go for the win next turn by discarding the Oculus and reanimating it now. But if they hit their land, they probably just win on the spot. One with the multiverse. I think we're just going to pass here. Hope they don't hit the land. Satyr Wayfinder. That's okay. So now they have the land. Haywire Might is fine. We've got a ton of cards in the graveyard. We're going to cycle Unearth. Spell Snare. Spell Snare is interesting. Grave Expectations, perfect. Okay. So let's Unearth Oculus. Let's send our guys to the air. Let's get rid of, I guess, lands first. Want to be able to kill them next turn. Don't think I need more Unearth. So we've got 9 damage, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're just going to attack in the air. Don't have a target to kill Haywire Might right now. Opt, Unearth. Should I opt right now? I think I don't mind that. I wouldn't mind making my second land drop here. Alright. Pay 2. End turn. Flip something up here. Now, they should try to Woodlands, and we'll blow them out, and that'll be the game. as expected, so we exile 3 cards, Omniscience, 1 with nothing, and Ulamog. Now they've got nothing to Woodlands, and they're done. Very good, yeah. This matchup, all about finding those grave expectations, and if you've got so many ops and so many frogs, you pretty much always get to them. It makes this matchup pretty good. So this is kind of a bad hand. 2 Unearths is too many for sure. Opponent has no companion, so that probably means they aren't on the low to the ground decks. In which case, Graveyard is the most likely, which makes Pierce and Expectations good. I'm going to keep based on that, but this could easily be a mulligan too. If we draw a Frog, then the hand suddenly pops off, but could definitely lose this one based on the hand. Let's see what opponent is up to. Spire Verge, they are Graveyard. I've learned the metagame. Companions tell you all. Since they're Verge, it's probably, yeah, Woodlands combo. Darkslick Shores is good. Probably Pierce a lot of stuff here. I would Pierce a Malevolent Rumble for sure. Satyr Wayfinder I can't Pierce, unfortunately. So they can get a land. Probably just a forest. I don't know if they need... Maybe they need white. Maybe they take the Confluence. Nope. They do not. Argo. Oculus is good if we draw a Frog. Pass the turn. Second Wayfinder. It's a good way to combat what I've got, because they're just going to fill up the graveyard with stuff. Yeah, I think they're going to take the Woodlands here. And even though we made the right call, this one's looking hard. Not going to worry about these Wayfinders. Play Frog. Frog is good. Frog is great. And definitely not going to grave Expectations now. I expect them to Shifting Woodlands right at this moment. We go for the Omniscience. So we're going to exile, target the Omniscience. So yeah, we could get all the creatures. I do kind of want to get the Rumble, or the Looting. I think I should just take all the creatures. Now they're actually down 2 because that was enchantment. So we've got 3 cards in the graveyard. Let's discard. Pushing, no good. Let's discard Oculus, just for the damage. Exile 3. 1, 2, 3. Go to the air. Hitcha. Through land, which is okay. Let's just keep up the Pierce this turn. I'll bring back the Oculus. And I will play the second Psychic Frog, I think. These don't matter. Just looking for another copy of a Grave Expectations now. These cards probably aren't going to make any kind of difference. I'll counter this. Decent chance I just bin whatever I draw. I don't want to kill their creatures. like, I don't really need this Malcolm for anything. So let's discard Malcolm. Discard, shoot the sheriff. Exile 3. Exile 3. Not sure what they could have for 2 green, maybe a second Boseiju. We're not going to hit with the face down card. We're doing 11 damage. Put you to 5. And we'll draw 2. Spell Snare is okay. Let's cast the Consider now. Just want Grave Expectations. Not Watery Grave. It's like they're not even listening. Alright, we'll pass the turn. Let's flip something here. Sink into Stupor. Sink would have been a good one to draw. It sometimes does stuff against Woodlands. Second Woodlands. So they need a 2-mana spell to fill up the graveyard. And that might have been it. We're going to snare it. Now they've got 3 out of 4. I think we got them. They've only green mana left. Yeah, very good, very good. 1 Grave Expectations is really enough to win the matchup half the time, and then you can just put the pressure on and really get where you need to go. Very nice. This deck is such a great pick in Historic Best of 1 right now. I would definitely recommend it for the upcoming Historic Qualifiers or Pre-Qualifiers, or if you're just looking to go up the ladder. Definitely takes a little practice, and you need to know the metagame to really get the most out of it, but once you mastered it, it totally pays off. Thank you all for watching. Sorry for the sparse uploads recently. A baby and a house move will do that, so I appreciate you all sticking around. If you liked the video, consider subbing, I'll keep them coming. But either way, thanks for sticking to the end, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.